Yo, bartender.
Bar's closed.
Hey, yo, bartender, what's good, man? Let me get a drink, man. Let me get a shot.
Hey, man, I know you just pulled up to the bar, but we closed.
Come on, man. You gotta be able to give me a shot, man. Come on.
You look like you need a drink, man, but I hate to tell you this, man. We about to close.
So you mean to tell me all these people out here, they got drinks and they got shots, but I can't get nothing. The bar closed that soon?
Okay, man, I don't know what else to say. I got this shorty half my age at the crib, and I'm trying to get to it. But last call was 10 minutes ago.
You know what? It's all right. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it.
All right. Tell you what, I'm gonna get you one drink, because it look like you need
one drink. I can do one drink. I can do one drink, because I really, yeah.
Hey, man, anything, man. Look like you got a lot on your mind and you need a friend right now. Pour it on me. Ain't no last calls here.
Bar Talk with Jay.
All right, welcome to Bar Talk with Jay.
Welcome.
One of the things to say is brought to you by Camo Dumpsters. This is a new company that I am the pleasure of being the VP of.
Yes.
We're doing great things, mainly we up in Tennessee. So again, y'all, I see some of my trucks down here, but I'm mainly in Tennessee. So if you're up that way and you're in Tennessee and you listen to my show, just understand we got a new company up there, Sid Wrigley. But again, I'm also Obion County and got to sit with Missouri as well with the transfer station. We got multiple things going on, and I want to make sure you understand we're going to try to provide you with the best service possible. All you got to do is give me an opportunity and a chance.
Yes.
Now, I can only tell you the commitment I have with Dispose is not going to change when I came over to Camo Dumpsters. All that's going to stay the same. We're going to bring our vibes. We're going to bring great work. And I'm going to get a better crew.
Yes.
Because some of the people that was with me ain't going to be with me. So why don't you join the team over here at Camo Dumpsters? Yes.
Boy.
All right, now I got to get back to this person been rocking me almost 6 years. September the 17th. Craftmatic, how you doing tonight, big baby?
Man, I'm doing lovely.
Lovely.
Lovely, bro. That was one of my dad's favorite.
Yeah, I hear this one. I'm like, wait a minute, lovely.
Lovely. Everything is beautiful, man.
Okay.
Ain't got no problems, no issues. I'm
No
grinding.
nothing.
I'm moving forward.
Okay.
But listen, man, like everybody's got some issues and troubles, but it depends on how much you paying attention to it.
Okay.
Right? If you paying attention to all this heaviness, then you probably ain't grinding super forward like you should be.
Ooh,
right?
I think you're throwing some knives.
Yeah, man, we need to wake up, with a forward momentum.
Okay.
And, so not saying I ain't got no problems in my life, man, but, I'm just laser focused, trying to get it done, you know what I mean?
You're just telling somebody to wake up. You slapping somebody on that couch.
I hope so. I hope so, in a loving way.
I don't know about no level. You done slapped them.
Well, motivation has to come from the inside, not from the outside. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
We call that inspiration. So, those people who, looking for motivation, I'm probably not your guy. But if you need some inspiration, whew, this is where you come to. You know what I'm saying? This is where you come to. So, I'm fabulous, Smooth J. How you doing tonight, man?
Man, let me tell you, I'm excited, man. I've been traveling a lot. I gotta fly in just to do my own show. It gets to be.
Hey, you're a celebrity now, boy.
Man, I don't know about all that, but it's tiresome, it, man.
You got to fly in to do your own
I got a
show.
lot of flying
like that.
balls, man. Me and Delta, boy, we becoming friends right
Yeah.
now.
And listen, you just getting started.
Yeah, I gotta
Just getting
be.
started, boy.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
That part right there, you're two right. You're
Yeah.
two right there.
Yeah, those are beautiful things that you are accomplishing, man. Just so that you all know, Jay has just moved into some kind of the gravy of life. It's one of those situations where if you just do what you've always done, you can be nothing but successful.
Ooh.
And so he has proven his performance. He has now taken stake in ownership in some really, really valuable company. Really valuable company, and the assets are, he's managing those and the people and the relationships, and
Wow.
really on a whole new, vice presidency level. So
Man.
I just want to give shouts out to you, Jay.
Man, I appreciate
Keep
that,
you
my
grind
brother.
up, man.
I'm
The
trying.
Lord is with you. There's nothing
Yes.
you can't accomplish. You know what I mean?
Yes, you gotta keep them good people next to you. The Lord and all these great people that's around me. I'm telling you, it takes that motivation. They really do.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you feel a lot of the pressure. People take that off of you when they looking at you and they looking at the success and not a failure. And a lot of people look for the failure because it ain't their success.
Right.
I don't understand why we want to hate instead of congratulate. I'm lost with this.
Well, you know, Jay, it's one of those misery loves company kind of things.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
sometimes, you know, men don't understand how to express themselves sometimes. And sometimes men don't understand even how they see themselves. You
Yeah.
can see envy in a man's eyes. You telling them a story about your success, and you can see envy in his eyes, and you're just like, why is he thinking like that? I wonder why he acting like that.
Right.
It ain't you. It's him.
Right.
Right? And so you don't take any of that haterism ownership on you. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing, Thizzle, because the Lord got something special for you, you know?
I agree.
I think that's a great way to introduce our show for tonight. This is Bar Talk with Jay.
Yes,
My name
it
is
is.
Craftmatic. This is my boy Smooth Jay.
In the building.
And we are here to liberate your minds and souls with a fabulous dialogue. Tonight, we're going to talk the nitty gritty of things. If a man pays exactly half the bills, can he still be called a provider? I don't know why they want to mess with our titles, Jay. You know what I mean? Why they want to take
came
something
like
from
this.
us?
It
you know?
came like this. I ain't rewording it. Nothing. You can see from the picture and the caption. It is.
If a man pays exactly half the bills, can he still be called a provider? So I want y'all folks to hang in there with us tonight. This is going to be an interesting subject. Knowing Jay and I is going to get a little heated,
Yes.
stirred up. We want you to learn from it. We want you to grow from it. We want you to find a way to value from this kind of conversation. This is not one that you would see on David Letterman.
No.
This is not one you see on daytime TV. This is a conversation about the real. And when you get into a real relationship, there's going to be all kinds of conversations about, you know, who owns what and what the title of this and who has this responsibility and who doesn't. And I think it's healthy for us to talk about it now. So we're hoping that this is kind of therapeutic to your spirit. Make some clean, clear-cut decisions, and I think you'll find your way into some growth tonight through this conversation.
I agree with you.
Now, we always start the show off with a prayer, and I didn't pray, I didn't prepare a prayer tonight, Jay. Anything in particular you on your mind tonight, man?
Man, you know, with this COVID scare still going around, man, they gotta be for health and wellness.
Yeah.
You know, it's some people that didn't pass, but they're getting bad symptoms. It's lasting longer.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lingering effect on different people.
Yeah.
So,
You know, I'm going to do a prayer over just that, Jay. One of the challenging things in praying over such a thing is that I know a lot more than I can divulge. And the prayer that I would normally do, I'm not going to do that prayer.
Okay.
Because the world, I don't think, is ready for it right now. But there are many of people who are being hurt by this. I too, 2.5, 3 weeks ago, was stricken with COVID. And it was a very dark process.
Right.
You know, just imagine all of these people who are getting sick. And so a lot of people don't even make it to the medical system. They're just sick at their house. You know, they don't know what this is. Is it a bug? Is it a flu? You know, are they gonna make it through it? Is this gonna be the thing that takes them out? You know, is their affairs in order? And you know, there's all kinds of concerns and worries that come up as a result. And so I think you're right on the money. So let's just hand it over to the Lord for a moment and ask Him to bless this show. Heavenly Father, we thank you for your grace and your mercy and your power. We thank you for being God in our lives. We ask, Father, that you would just lay a special anointing and a special blessing on the people of this land today, that we would be somehow nourished by the Spirit and not be concerned about what's going on in this worldly affair. We ask, Father, that you would bless us with a special healing and a special anointing to escape COVID-19. We're asking, Lord, for a supernatural blessing that you would allow us to evade the nonsense that's going on in this world. Protect our bodies, protect our minds. Heal us, Father, from everything that tries to attack our bodies, that tries to attack our spirits. We're asking, Father, for something that we don't really know what we're asking for. But we want you to just come in the midst of this place right now and just do to us, Father, do for us like you did for your people that were trapped in Egypt. May all the blessings of life continue to reach us, continue to grow us, that we live in joy and peace and health and happiness and goodness and freedom and ease, with lots of picnics and good times and just making life as absolutely beautiful as it can make it.
Yes.
We ask, Father, that you would just strengthen our families, strengthen our resolve to get through this, and to be strong and to be filled with life on the other side of it. Be here in this show. Do your good and perfect work. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Amen.
I think a lot of people needed that.
Amen.
You already slapped him on the couch earlier. Now you just woke him up with a good prayer. All right.
Amen, man. Ooh, that felt good right there, bro.
Yeah, that was good.
I mean,
I felt that.
yeah, you know, I do a lot of praying, but there's certain subjects that touch my heart, and I'm just hoping that, you know, somebody's gonna be blessed behind that one.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so. Because we ask for His protection, His special anointing.
Yes, you do.
You know, we ask for something that we can't see. We know that the enemy is always coming against us. We know that the enemy is always around every corner, seeking to kill, steal, and destroy. That's what he does. And when we, you know, are just doing our thing, sometimes a lot of people get sideswiped.
Yes.
And that's the enemy at work. He sideswipes you so you can forget about your goals and your dreams for a little while. He'll make you sick so you can forget about the love that you were supposed to pour into your child or your grandchild. He'll make you broke, and he'll bring you down to what looks like failure, what looks like impossibility, so that he can break your spirit. You know, there's a lot of enemy activity going on against us, and we need protection from that. And I believe only the Lord can give us the protection that we need, because he can see what we are up against, and he knows how to help fight our battles, you know. So man, I'm so fired up tonight, bro.
Man, I love the energy, bro.
Yeah.
You bring it each and every time.
How much time we got, boo? Where we at, man? We got 5 minutes. Okay, we still got 5 good minutes. So what else is going on in life now, Jay? What the hell's
Oh
in your
man,
mind,
let me tell you, man, it's a lot of challenging things that's already coming my way with my business alone. But I'm trying to make some steady movements towards what we got going on. You know, our anniversary coming up.
Yes.
6-year anniversary.
Yes.
September the 17th. So definitely trying to be back in town so we can be together. I think that'll be the 15th.
Okay.
We can do a show.
Yeah, that's gonna be a ball,
Again,
man.
anybody that's been part of my show, anybody that can make it, definitely come in. I think that's just gonna be a special show.
6 years, man. 6 years, bruh. And
on the grind.
I'm
man.
so, you know, I'm just taking that in, bruh. Like, we've been sitting right here every single week for 6
years.
solid years.
6.
Like, we don't give up and, you know, throw away a weekend or a Saturday. We don't miss the mark.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, the two of us who are in front of this camera, and we got one brother who is behind the camera,
Yep.
have been here for years,
Doing
standing
this.
strong. I remember seeing, Booby, I think I remember seeing a picture with you holding up your anniversary trophy. I think it was 2017 or 2018. I mean, brother, we've been together making this thing happen, man. And I'm just so proud of what we do, bruh. God, I don't even know the words to say it right now.
So many people
You know?
been a part of this. So many people came, blessed us.
Yes.
All I can say is thank you for all the ones that was listening, still listening, and for all the ones we're still touching.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to push more marketing and other things, but right now we're just putting the groundwork in and what we're doing. The production. To get the production out. So it's like a product. And I love the fact we've got a good product out there, and I think it sells itself. But the bottom line is we're willing to commit to show it and do it.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And I just adds
We
to
doing it. We
the
doing
compliments to all these other great things that's out there. And I like to say, hey, I'm a part of it too.
Jay, we did over 500 shows. And most of them were 2-hour shows.
Yes.
We just went to the 1-hour format this year.
That's
Like in
correct.
February, March, you know.
That's
so,
correct.
but there was a lot of great dialogue.
Man, it was.
I go back and listen to them, and it's almost magical to see what we brought to the table and what we brought to the stage at those given times. We were each expressing those portions of our life where we were, working through something, trying to make something happen. I remember so many shows talking about Minecraft, and I hadn't even put it together yet. It's coming, folks. It's coming. We doing it. We're working on Minecraft.
It's out there now.
Now it's out there in the
It's
wind,
out
and
there.
boy, we fixing to take it to the next level.
That's
So
what we love.
if people are valuing for what we do now, they're gonna really value. But
Absolutely.
we've been in the grind, and folks, we hope that you stay in the grind,
Come on now.
right? Like, we want to be just a great example, of what's possible. We've been here 6 years working hard on something, and maybe the project that you work 6 years on, you might hit it big in 2 years.
Hello.
You might hit it big in 2 or 3 years, and you'll never look back. You'll never look over your shoulder and wonder, shoulda, coulda, woulda, what ifs, and all that other
There you
nonsense.
go.
Do it because it's in your heart to do it.
Thank you.
And one of the other things I gotta say here before we close out and go to break, man,
Listen.
is we gotta get the world. Excuse me for the baby in the room, right?
Uh-huh.
But we gotta get the world off of their ass.
Thank you.
It's time to get up and go get something done in this life, man. We're not trying to sit around and just let time just pass by until you die. That's not what living is. That's not what life is.
See?
Life is about creating memories, and life is about building empires. Period. You create wonderful memories with your loved ones, and you go build something that will magnify mankind with your personal life. That's all life is about. That's what we are here to do, and that is what you need to be doing. And I'll promise you this, you'll never find happiness
Right.
until you get into the flow of life.
Woo, say it.
You'll never find personal satisfaction. You'll never be fully complete until you get on this work path that I'm talking about. It's about getting up every day and just making something happen. No different than the sun doing its work. It's shining every day. I wonder if the sun get tired of shining sometimes.
But it's still shining.
But it's still shining. And it ain't gonna never stop shining. They say for about 4 or 5 billion more years. You know what I mean?
Let it burn
So,
out.
there you go. Listen, it is time for us to take our first break. We hope you are enjoying the show thus far. We're going to come back and get it in and popping on this subject tonight.
Oh,
As we state, if a man pays exactly half the bills, can he still be a provider? Y'all stay tuned. We're going to be right back with more Bar Talk with Jay.
Right after this. All right, welcome back with Bar Talk with Jay.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's time for us to make this thing pop off. You ready, Jay?
This is gonna be real interesting.
All right.
I'm not gonna be like tonight. I already know.
Listen, your opinion means the world, right?
I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna
Because
give it.
your opinion mirrors somebody else's opinion.
I will hope so.
And so I'm just not gonna let you tatty ass.
Ah, come on, bro. Let me have it.
I go like this. If a man pays exactly half the bills,
Right.
can he still be called a provider, Jay?
Yup. He sure can.
He can.
He can. In today's society, that's what's kind of pushed. So yes,
That's push.
it's kind of pushed more.
Who pushes the pay half the bills?
Well, being honest with you, it was really traditionally pushed that a man pays all the bills.
That was really tradition.
Right. That was
Okay.
a tradition.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where it went down. But now you got the women's movement and the whole I make money, what I bring to the table. So now it's not even asked for him to pay all the bills. So it's like, well, I'm doing this, I'm working, I can do this. But what they don't understand, they got more people out of the household. When everybody's working, there's less people with the children.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we got a little breakup in some of the stuff that we changing up. So now I start seeing where some of the old school values added more equality into the life of the children compared to what we got going on now.
Right.
Everybody working, there's less people paying attention to our children. So now they're starting But I ain't gonna say wild out. They're starting to get a lot of personality from other people.
Yeah, but
But again,
quite frankly, Jay, it takes two
it
people
can
to
with
get along
today's-
nowadays.
It can because with
You know,
prices and everything else,
inflation has really
It-
taken
it-
hold
it-
of things. You know,
it took out the middle class.
yeah, it took out the middle class, and I think it. You know, I don't ever want to sound
Sound like what?
chauvinist or anything like that, but and I don't want any of my words to come across that way, right?
Okay.
But somewhere in the spectrum of life, as it used to be that men paid all the bills,
Right.
right?
Back in
It used to be that the women would take care of the home and the men would take care of the finance,
Right.
right? They basically would go out and make the money, and the woman would take care of raising the kids and the meals and take,
Right.
you know, all that other stuff. Well, nowadays, it's important that the husband and the wife bring an income.
Uh-huh.
And I truly believe that women may have even more financial potential than men. And because we're so accustomed to using our back and our muscles and our body to make money.
Mhm.
But there are intelligent ways to make money, and that's why oftentimes women outlive us because they didn't
That's right.
spend 30 years on the railroad tracks, right?
Right.
You wasn't with me shooting in the gym, right? So,
Say it,
right?
crying.
So women have found an intellectual route to make money, which is really what we need, and men need more of that as well. So the combination of the two incomes really can make the household financially complete. And so I think what has happened, I think in this world, I'm just going to try to describe today's world, right?
I mean, go ahead.
It would be like, okay, listen, I've been a professional for 30 years.
Okay.
I've made a lot of money,
Mm-hmm.
and I've, owned, homes and things and stuff, and, been there, done that, vacations, trips. I come with a certain quality of life.
Bouginess.
And at the same time, I have my own interpersonal sacrifices in
Mhm.
order to live that I live, right? And so I would want somebody who comes with the same thing that I have, right? And so this is why we have households where we split the bills, right?
Okay.
Because, well, hell, I make 80 grand a year, you make 80 grand a year. Well, okay, I pay my half, you pay your half, and we
That's
each
right.
can manage our own. I might want to take the rest of my money and build my dream business, and you might want to take the rest of your money and build a back porch to the house. It could be buy us. You might want to take us on some vacations every other year. But we're moving into a true partnership type relationship world, where there is no real bullshit and lollygag. You can't, women, and I don't want to put the bad note on women, but women have a way of coming into the equation
Uh-huh.
with money expectations.
Mm.
They have a way of coming into the scenario, spending money, and sometimes not wanting to be held accountable for the money that they're spending
Okay.
of their significant other.
You woke me up now.
And so men have found this place in the world where they want to be treated equal to, right? Like if it takes me 8 hours to go out and make $100
Mhm.
or $150,
Right.
I don't want my 8 hours just thrown away like it means nothing. I want
Alright.
somebody who's even if you're gonna spend it, act like you understand the value of
Sympathetic.
it.
I understand, yeah.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
I've been one of those guys to always test the theory in dating, right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna take you out, and we're gonna ball out of control for 2 or 3 dates.
Hmm. Okay.
And by the second or the third date, I'm expecting you to step up and say something, or to step up and do something, right?
Okay.
I'm expecting you to show your partnerism right there, early in the game. And if you aren't interested in partnerism,
Mm.
then the only thing that's going to matter is how much fun I'm having,
Mm.
right?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
I
use that.
right. If I'm not having fun, then I'm probably not going to take you out anymore.
Yeah.
Because you just
Cost
you
me
just
money.
want to come and take.
Correct.
You're just a taker. We don't need no takers in the world, right? So I think men are looking for that equal treatment level thing from a woman, and because the old school is gone, it's gone. I don't think it's ever going to rear its pretty head ever again, where one income works, and women are in those old roles of housewife and take care of the home and not come outside of the house and all of that stuff. That's not going to ever take place again, right?
Okay.
What's going to take place is that women are standing in the spot that women stand in this world, and they run things. Let's just face it, women running things.
They are.
Especially black women running things. I'm talking about businesses and real estate. That's what I love about women. That's why I think women are going to value so much from Minecraft, is because they're into the intellect. They're into getting up and making it happen. Right? From just running a small salon. It takes a lot to run a small salon. But a small salon can produce $200,000-$300,000 a year. Easy. Right? These women are understanding the principle behind, taking care of the customer and bringing in mass amounts of income. I just love that whole mentality and of business and entrepreneurship. They're getting it, and I don't think I don't think women even want the role of being the subservient or not the money maker or any of that stuff anymore, Jay. We got to get away from that nonsense. I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but the point that I'm really making here is that we like equal. Both men and women. We want somebody who we can share our stuff with. We can share and not have to worry about somebody sucking the well dry because they have nothing to lose.
I totally
That's
agree.
a problem.
One of the things I would definitely want is somebody that can contribute. You might not make as much as me, but I need you to contribute.
Yes.
I need you to show that you got a stake in this game.
Yes.
It shouldn't just be me.
Yes.
So I'm with you. I
Yes.
like to go out and I'll pay for the meals. I like some appreciation.
Yeah.
At the end, the meal was good. I really appreciate it. Maybe next time it's on me. I love small conversation because I don't always ask them.
Yeah.
I like to see if they're forthcoming. See if you willing to put a stake in the game, or if you just gonna sit back there and constantly use.
Right.
What all you bring me also peace.
Right.
I'm cool if you work, but have a job you like. Do you understand how miserable some people are because they chase money? All they do is chase. They don't even got their dream job. They got a job that they really hate, but they gotta make money. So you can understand they're gonna bring you pressure. And I'm already
that's
dealing
key.
with mine, and I love mine.
That's key. See, when you split 50-50, it relieves pressure on both sides.
It should.
If the bill is $3,000, bring your $1,500 to the table by the first, and see, I think mature relationships operate in a much more advanced way. Mature relationships, in a mature relationship, I would just put all my money into the account with my wife, and whatever she got to do, she do. If she's going to do something out of the box, she'll let me know, and she go do it. I'm never going to contest anything that she does, unless she's breaking the bank, which she's not going to break the bank. She's just going to probably take care of herself, right? She loves to get her things and stuff done, and now they get them done on their own, right? But I want to make sure that she can always get it done on me. So, yeah, go. All that stuff is my treat. Do your thing, baby. You know what I'm saying? Have yourself a lovely lunch. Go. Yeah, you want to travel with the girls. You want to do this. You want to do that. You want to start your business. I would have no issue if I love her. Basically, I'm creating a space where I'm vulnerable enough that she can take me. Right? The true love of your life. The true love of your life. The true love of my life is probably gonna take me if she wants to, right? Because I'm gonna be vulnerable like that.
Right.
I'm gonna give
You open
willingly. I'm not gonna hold anything back. I'm gonna do, agape love. I'm gonna do that love that's just so loving, that's just always pouring in and always giving. Because, as you know, if the plant is going to survive, you got to take care of it. You got to water it. You got to talk to it. You got to nurture it. And yes, your wife, your significant other, is your plant. you have to water and nurture and take care of and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? And she's going to do the same for you, right?
Which
So
would be very key. It's very key that she do, because then that's the unbalance.
right,
And that's another thing you always want to make sure they bring. So
Balance.
a lot of that,
Right.
half,
right,
all of them have I always equal up to half, but you got to be bringing some things into the game. It's like I said, it's a stake.
yeah,
I want to make sure you bringing some things for I can see the appreciation. I mean, don't get me wrong. How about a good cooked meal, just to show me your appreciation.
Yeah.
The back rubs.
yeah,
Get me out that zone of me being stressed, so I can live longer. Soothe me, make me feel appreciated.
right,
I need that if I can go out the next day, if I can fight our fight. And if she got to go to work, and if she work from home, whatever she might do, she feel good about what she got to do. We got to give it back to each other.
You know, this whole conversation is about partnership. It's about teamwork, and it's about partnership, and it's about showing appreciation as well as being appreciated, right?
I like that.
I mean, think about this. What we're talking about is a man and a woman, or a partnership coming together, and you splitting everything down the middle so that everybody feels whole and complete. Right? Everybody can kind of feel appreciated. Everybody kind of can feel like they got their stake. When things start going sour, or things start being challenged, it kind of hurts things when you have to stay because you're leaning on money. When you have to stay, right? You have to take this person's BS because of the money situation.
You ain't bringing them, so yeah.
Right?
I pretty much got to follow
Boy,
him. That's stressful, and that's not helpful.
that can change the game of love quickly, right?
It'll make you not love.
It'll make you not love. It'll actually make you bitter,
Yes.
right? Because there are some people who do things and they might have an earnest heart at the beginning, but they seem to like to tell you what they always do. They want to throw it in your face. They want to always bring it up that they did this and they did that, and maybe to some degree, those people, I've seen them use their power to belittle the other partner, right? And so now you kind of got to take their nonsense. You got to take their BS just because of the position that you're in, the stance that you're in, right? If you decide to lounge on your laurels, then you just might get strong-armed on a few situations, and
I agree with
there ain't gonna be much you can do about it. How you can pop off at the mouth if you want to, maybe.
Wouldn't be wise.
Wouldn't be wise, But
Check
when
your
you
finances.
put yourself in a stronghold position, and you have equal merit in the value of the things and stuff,
Yep.
as well as equal merit in the value of our conversations and our relationship, that's game changing.
It's huge. I think that right there keeps more balance.
Right.
So I definitely agree with you.
Yeah, keep more balance. Very interesting conversation, man. We're going to come back and wrap this show up with a bang, as we usually do. So you folks stay tuned. We're going to be right back with more Bar Talk with Jay right after this.
All right, welcome back with Bar Talk with Jay.
Welcome back.
Man, let me tell you, I was just thinking about one of my best friends, man, I went to school with, recently got married. I ain't gonna say his name just because he's my boy. I don't want to bring no notice to him, but I think he's doing great things.
Okay.
And one of them is he just happened to mention to me his strategy of him and his wife and what they're gonna do. And I said, yeah, because you had a place, she had a place. He said, well, her place is gonna be our retirement place, and she stayed with me, so I was already paying the bills. So I take her money and we just invest that into our savings, and then I take care of everything else. And I said, well, how that work? He said, it works out great because now we got a lot of money for our retirement, and now we doing some things to invest and other things with that money. and then it keeps a flow. Where he can't just say, I pay all the bills, because he do, but he don't throw that out because he know she's paying into the retirement.
Yeah.
And they have a steady stream of flow of money. They ain't arguing over anything, and they travel a lot, and they enjoy the world. I'm only mentioning it because it's a different concept, and that's something you have to come up with. And what you come up with and you agree to might help you long term compared to what somebody else do. Sometimes I think we do old school ways, and it's a new era. Talk to your significant other, find out what y'all want to do, and y'all can make it work. And it don't have to be off of old principles. I think sometimes we need to do things differently. Some of the old don't work.
Absolutely, because there's a lot of new ways
Yes.
to get life done. You
Oh,
know,
man.
there's a lot of new ways to get life done. However, no matter which way you choose,
Mhm.
it's still got to be based on partnership and teamwork.
Correct.
And that's what I heard in the example you just gave.
Mhm.
They have decided how they're going to pool their resources.
Mm-hmm.
And not only the resource itself, but the greatest resource is human capital, right? And so he works to take care of the right nows,
Mhm.
right? And kids always got all kind of other expenses going on. They got,
Right.
but and what's not going to happen in that household, based on my understanding, is that those disruptions of capital sometimes can hinder our futures.
Mm.
Right? We invest a little less
Right.
next week or next month, or we invested less this year because we had this emergency go on. See, they're not going to have to worry. Their future is being protected because of the system that they put in place. And that's what I'm talking about, man. That's teamwork right there, you know?
It is.
And I would imagine that what she produces is going to continue to be multiplying, especially if it gets a hold of some compound interest somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
that she could outperform him
Wouldn't that?
over time. And especially, he's going to get sick, but now, he's keeping insurance
Mhm.
for the kids, for the house. That's major. That's $10,000 a year, easy. So that's smart, man.
It is.
It's
And-
smart.
And one of the things he said, I was already doing it.
Yeah, he said I was already doing. So let's find a way to sweep some gravy on this thing, right?
And I think they did.
Here's one of the concerns I have about tonight's question, right?
What's that?
If a man pays exactly half the bills, can he still be called a provider? And there's something that oftentimes happens in the discussions about men and their money.
Mm.
Our manhood gets tested based on how much money we have. We are labeled as a man or not a man based on how we provide. Now, we can provide for you, but if we don't provide at the level you desire, then we are less than men.
Mm.
And I think we need to get rid of that whole thought process.
I agree.
You cannot judge a man by his cover. Just no more than you can, judge a book by its cover, right? There are some men who have great value in this world. They're clean people. They take care of their business. They're caring and loving gentlemen, but they may not have the savage beast warrior in them that everybody's looking for. And by the way, that only represents about 10 or 12% of the population. At max, 18%. At max, you're only going to find an A-type personality on 18% of the equation, right? So all the rest of these good guys
Right.
need love too, and I think that we shouldn't judge. We should no longer. I want you to help me with this, Jay.
Go for it.
We should no longer judge a man by his money than we should judge a woman by her what? Looks.
You heard we said at the same time.
Yeah.
That's because that's what it's basically based off of. For
Right.
most men. It's just
Right.
looks.
Cut the judgments out,
Uh,
right?
we can't
Because
do
he only makes $40,000 or $50,000 a year doesn't mean he can't be a great provider for you. Doesn't mean that he wouldn't take care of his household. Doesn't mean that he wouldn't take care of the children. Doesn't mean that he wouldn't be a leader in his family. It doesn't mean that he wouldn't, find a way to take you on vacations, that he wouldn't elevate your diamond every other year. I mean, he could still give you a great life. right?
agree.
But if you are comparing his manliness to his money, then you're missing the whole mark of who he is. And I think that happens way too often in society.
Well, social media really do push it a lot.
Yeah,
You know, they push
yeah.
a lot of people to say that you need a six-figure man
Yeah.
making this kind of money
Yeah.
because your life would be so much better.
Right.
That's a different guy. I'm telling you, that one that
It
works
is.
and making a $40,000-$50,000 that busts his butt. My hat's off to you. I've been that brother for a long time.
Me too.
And I'm not one that's gonna judge you at all.
Yeah.
Keep going, keep pushing, and what better things is gonna come. Appreciation of money and knowledge of money will get you further than what these other people are telling you.
Yeah.
But again, you gotta have this other guy that's making all this money, and he gotta drive a certain nice car, Range Rover, Lamborghini, Bugatti. Gotta be expensive car. And then it's all material things.
But that ain't but 3% of the men.
And I know, so everybody's rushing to them, and you overlooking what's right there in front of you. The other dude loves what he do, so eventually he's going to continue doing what he do, and he's going to start making great money too.
Yes.
But you want that quick and easy because this guy got it already. You don't know how he got it. You don't know if he got an inheritance, past. But you running over here and you missing the mark over here because it's easier.
And let me just reiterate
Easy,
what you're
easy.
saying, Jay. Folks, we gotta find some patience, and it's gotta be tuned to the level of love, right? Listen, big money and all of that stuff is great. You know, it can be nice, right? But it really won't establish a lifetime relationship. It won't help you establish something where two people are nurtured by their own process to build something great.
Mm-hmm.
And they both got stake in it. They both working hard. They both fighting to the end. They both, got each other's back. Like that's the magic of the relationships. And if you come to a relationship and you don't have any of that, you're not going to have a successful relationship.
I agree.
Period. It's not ever going to work out because it's built on one-sidedness. It's built on you getting your needs fulfilled, but you potentially not fulfilling their needs.
That's right.
Those things die real fast, man, and those are shallow relationships.
And that's why we have so many broken relationships now.
Yeah, because people don't understand the nature of them. The nature of them is that you have to work together to build a family. Listen, you spend all your day, let's say you get married at 25.
Mm-hmm.
From 0 to 25, you spent totally alone, and then you're expected to spend the next 25 years with one person who you just met and fell in love with. That's hard.
It is.
It's hard to stay in the house with your own mama and your own brother and your own people, much less a stranger that you meet in the street for love.
Thank you.
It's hard, and it takes work, and it takes diligence, and you have to build a foundation. The foundation isn't about things and stuff in the house. The foundation is build a relationship, build the trust,
Right.
build the integrity, build the honor, build the I got your back attitude, build that I'm with you in the thick and thin no matter what.
Right.
Sick or healthy, I'm with you. You got to build that. That doesn't happen overnight. You give, and then you end up receiving, and you give and you receive, and next thing you know, you built a solid foundation of a relationship called a real loving relationship that's not built on things and stuff. Right? Because I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna say this as we close.
What's that?
The woman that I love, the next woman that I love,
Right.
she'll have access to my life. And if I know I can trust her, all of it's hers without any question. And she can run and do what she want to do, like the deer leap in the mountains. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Right? All you got to do is show me that I can trust you.
Okay.
Right? If I got that, we good to go.
Now,
Right?
I'm a little different in craft, so my next
sure.
wife or my next long-term relationship,
Yeah.
you get access to one of my accounts. And I'm gonna pick which one I'm gonna give you because they ain't all limitless.
Well, listen, I didn't say that, but that's how I feel too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gonna get that
You
account
know what,
out.
listen.
It's easy for me to check.
One person ain't gonna need access to all them. Why? Listen, if I got if I got 20 million over here
Right.
for us to lounge and chill, you don't need access to this 250 mil. You don't even need to know nothing about that, right? I'm taking good care of my home.
There you go.
And that's all that matters. Now, if you come with just as much, then you can keep your secret. I imagine Beyonce got some accounts that she was just like, hey, we ain't gonna include this in the program. I got this before you, and I'm gonna have this after you. So we're gonna let this, 195 million just sit where it was, and leave it alone. It's just how wealth works, right? It's how prosperity works. But if you love me, and I know you love me, you got access to all that I have, and we won't have to go half. But I'm gonna need some whole love.
I'm gonna need some time. I'm gonna take some time to think about it.
No half love. I'm gonna need the whole love. Listen, and I'm that guy. I'm the cuddler. You know what I'm saying? I like to touch, love. I like to call you sweet names. You know what I'm saying? In terms of endearment, I like to, I like the flowers. I never get tired of flowers and bringing your orange juice in the morning and you know what I'm saying? We bought us new toothbrushes. And you know what I'm saying? We got our own set of T-shirts that we wear at Christmas time. You know what I'm saying? We go to the theater. I love all of that crap. I'll make you a cozy fire every night of the winter time, baby.
Oh,
you don't even
Lord.
have to get you a special rug to lay out on the floor, and I'll inflate it to your liking, so that your back can be taken care of while you reminisce in front of the television.
While you trying to tear it up.
Then we'll live a life of Netflix and chill, baby. You know what I'm saying? A married life.
Wow.
A married life of
All right,
Netflix
Brian.
and chill, right? Yes, that's how we gonna do it. Boy, listen, I'm gonna pour in love like never before,
Amen.
right?
I hope
But-
these women hearing this, he giving it to
You're
you.
gonna have to prove it. She gonna have to come with that real,
Okay.
And you know how that works.
I mean, we in the ATL, man, so you putting this out there like that, so you know there's going to be some people in your DM. You know that, right?
Listen, I ain't got no problems if they know how to, interpret the wisdom I'm sharing here.
I hope they do, because I got a lot of people in my DM,
But
and
see,
I don't think they interpret it too
I done
much.
sold cars for 15 years. I can run all the game. I'm not interested in running game.
Okay.
And I can see all the game. You can't put no game past me, period.
Oh.
Right? I'm intellectually savvy on that level. So you got to come correct. And if they come in correct, shit, we be love here and there and forever after, Jay.
I hope the women hearing this, because he
That's
gave
real.
y'all
That's real
a little
talk.
dialogue real quick on how you can get in that DM and be effective.
Just be loving, man. That's all I
Yeah,
want.
he just-
Genuineness and
He
love.
want that real love. Okay, Crab.
There it is. Real love gets all my money.
I can't tell y'all that. Y'all go my deal. He ain't giving money.
A good portion of it anyway.
Hey, I work so hard for I don't know, I'm getting a little stingy.
I know, Jay. I know, and I'm just still seeking that Jesus love in a woman, and I think it's gonna happen some way for me.
And I hope it does.
And when it does, she's gonna be as blessed as I am. You know what I mean? And,
but we hope a lot of. Don't ever get it twisted. Me, Crab, the show. We have done back to school drive down in Macon. That was over 100 book bags and stuff that we gave away.
that's
Thanksgiving time. We give to the homeless, not just give, we always donate food, clothing, and everything else. And I actually do it weekly. I got different people coming to the organization that come to my house. So some people drop some things off. I had to declutter. I had to let a lot of things go for all the wonderful things that he has for me. And a lot of times we just don't know when to let go. And I really feel like that's part of your 10%. Your 10% should be going back to the streets. I understand people take it to church. My whole thing is you can give it back to the people as well. You have that power. And I feel like all the time I try to make sure I give back because I've been so blessed. And there's no reason why I shouldn't. I can't give it to every person that walks up to me and asks me because I don't know who run the game. But I got strobe lights on my truck and I pulled over and I helped people that was on the side of the road. I think they needed more help than anybody else because nobody want to be stranded on the side of the road. So if they needed my phone, I'm not a mechanic, but I got a jack, I got power tools. I will help you the best I can. I got to change the tire, and I do this man or woman. It don't even matter to me. You just broke down. I try to give you a helpful hand because people are dying on the side of the road. People are not paying attention. So that's why I got strobes in my truck, to give us a fighting chance for you to make it home.
you
to
go.
be that successful person that I want you to be.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, and that's what we need to do.
And kindness is the word that he just put forth. Kindness is that word. So, folks, we got to close out. This has been Bar Talk with Jay. My name is Craftmatic. This is my boy, Smooth Jay.
In the building.
And we want to thank you folks for being here with us tonight. It's just our opportunity to be leaders in our own community and talk about some things that are real and yet a little bit beneath the surface. And so that's kind of our niche market. So we're truly grateful for your experience here with us. We hope you enjoyed the show. We're here every Thursday from 7 to 8, Facebook Live. And we're on every major platform. Please like, share, subscribe, subscribe. Come back and see us. Tell your friends and family. We love you folks. We appreciate you. And with that, we are out.
Ain't no last calls here.
Bar Talk with Jay.